Now, that is what I call an entrance. The black and gold balloon arch. We just finished the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday show. We will be right through Super Bowl Sunday here at Coons Market on McKnight Road. You know, beer was made for football, and we hope that you'll stop out at the Incredible Cafe, where I'm headed right now because Bob Dvorak is waiting for the show after the show. Cal Anthony shooting our video today, and as you can see, 600 varieties of your favorite beers and microbrews, and there he is, all dressed up and ready to go to talk on the show after the show as we get ready to talk a little Steelers football and also Green Bay, Dallas, and look back at yesterday's wins for New England and Atlanta. Bobby, let's go back yesterday. Matt Ryan, 3 touchdown passes, 383 yards. First time Atlanta back in the postseason in 4 years, and he is truly playing like the MVP everybody says he should be. Big win for Atlanta, and now they await the winner of Green Bay, Dallas.
Agreed. Atlanta might have the best offense in football right now. And Matt Ryan is the biggest factor in that. And with that combination of him and Julio Jones, to handle Seattle like they did with their defense, that was impressive.
Clowney got to Tom Brady on more than one occasion, some questionable hits, but as always, the 6th-round draft pick out of Michigan was weathered the storm. He and Bill Belichick going back to familiar territory of the AFC Championship game. He had 2 touchdowns, but the big story in that game, Pitt grabbed Dion Lewis 3 different ways, 3 touchdowns. New England beats Houston.
Yeah, and New England looked a little vulnerable. It's 14-13, they were turning the ball over, and then they righted themselves. Always a force to be reckoned with, and they'll have home field for next week's game.
All right, you have got Aaron Rodgers. He's been on fire of late at AT&T Stadium, of course, in Arlington, Texas, taking on Dallas with Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. And the Cowboys are a 5-point favorite, 440 on Fox. So who will win this football game?
Yeah, and it'll be the best football game of the last 2 weeks, this matchup. Green Bay won the first Super Bowl on this date 50 years ago. I'm just thinking maybe history's on their side because Aaron Rodgers. Now's the best team in football during the regular season. Let's see what happens, how they handle it. But I'll pick Green Bay.
All right, let's talk about the Steelers, of course, getting ready for an 8:20 kickoff. Normally, a lot of us were expecting it to be earlier, but because of the crazy weather, there's sleet and ice in Kansas City, they pushed it back to weather the storm, if you will, and that'll be on NBC. The Steelers are a 2-point underdog. Why would they be an underdog? Because of the Arrowhead Stadium connection?
Yeah, playing on the road. And they handled this team easily during the regular year, but throw all that out. 7 extra hours to get ready for his baby.
Listen, Jerry Dulac in the Post-Gazette earlier today with his keys to victory. They have to find a way. Kansas City, 143 yards is what he's averaged in the last 7 games. As you said on the Coons Market Black and Gold radio show on KDKA, this kid's playing for a lot of things, but more importantly, he wants to win. First time making an appearance, hard to believe, even though he's been in the league a couple of years, in the playoffs for the Steelers, and he's also playing for a contract. Is he, if not the best, one of the best backs in the league right now, Le'Veon Bell?
Say most versatile, running and receiving, even his blocking ability, picking up the blitz. I rate him the best right now.
You know, everybody knows that Dallas has a great offensive line, and the reason I bring that up again is the fact that the Steelers have a great offensive line with Pouncey and Gilbert and DeCastro. They don't get as much credit, but make no mistake about it, the pass rush of Kansas City, which is good, is going to be tested today.
We get Ramon Foster and my man Alejandro Villanueva.
That's right.
Former Army Ranger. You jump out of airplanes, you can play an offensive line. I think maybe the biggest factor today for the Steelers is the weather. That they don't try to throw the ball and they run the ball behind that line with limp belt.
All right, you only want to take it one game at a time, but you can't help but think New England. Do they show any signs of slowing down?
Yeah, they show signs, but they always seem to bounce back. Brady in his 17th year is phenomenal. And their defense bails them out more than you think. So, maybe the nightmare scenario is New England, Dallas in a Super Bowl if you live in Pittsburgh. But
all right, back to
don't get ahead of ourselves.
We won't. Back to Kansas City. Ted Arnaud brought up earlier today on the Coons Market Black and Gold Sunday show that the biggest concern, they have never really righted the ship as far as their special teams, and that could be their Achilles heel today against Kansas City. You put anything into that?
I think the biggest edge that Kansas City has today against the Steelers will be on special teams. Tyreek Hill, impossible to contain, and Steeler coverage has been iffy. So, a key certainly to this ball game and the outcome.
Last thing, Alex Smith. A lot of folks were wondering why he got traded away from San Francisco early on in Kansas City. They said, now we know. Has Andy Reid made him a better quarterback?
I believe so, yeah. And I think with the supporting cast, he doesn't have to do as much individually, but he certainly does command that offense. It's phenomenal how, and he's cut down on his mistakes. He doesn't turn the ball over. It's very tough to beat.
You were talking about the crazy weather. Put these snow tires on Le'Veon Bell and run. Cal Anthony, our producer, who's shooting this earlier, said that it's important to get him going because Ben really hasn't been on point passing the football. As Le'Veon Bell goes, so goes the Steelers.
But it's a nice storm. Pittsburgh can play on skates. You know, they got a hockey team that wins championships. So, no, I think, yeah, the field conditions will be maybe the biggest factor.
All right, there's a reason why he's wearing his U.S. Army cap. He loves to promote the armed forces, and especially being that he's a veteran. The book Drive On, all about his time in Desert Storm, and tributes to his father and many other veterans in his family, and just veterans everywhere. We are proud to announce that April 8th in the Hall of Valor, he will be at Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall in Oakland with a book signing.
Yeah, I'm really humbled and honored to be part of that. And my brother, oldest brother, was wounded in Vietnam twice, is in the Hall of Valor. For me to be in that particular venue with real flesh and blood, all-American heroes is something else.
All right, so we agree Steelers will win this despite being a 2-point underdog?
I think the Steelers will prevail, yeah.
All right, and also tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Because
yes,
Kansas City, 50 years ago, blocked the first Super Bowl. It's karma.
All right, tomorrow night, he will join me to remember the life of Dr. Martin Luther King, and I'm also proud to announce that Tim Stevens, the former president of the NAACP, the Black Empowerment Group, and also the man behind the Black-White Reunion, we're going to tell you all about that amazing event as well on Rob Pratte Monday night, right after the Allegheny Health Network program, Medical Frontiers. In the meantime, enjoy the game tonight. Don't forget, all 9 of your neighborhood Coons markets are open right now to serve every need that you need when it comes to game time. How do you find the location nearest you? Click on CoonsMarket.com. Have a great day, and let's go Steelers.